today. From Soldier Field in Chicago.
It's a rivalry that dates back to 1921. The Packers and Bears are underway from Chicago. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by a first-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's Justin Fields.
Okay, I thought there was something to build on in last week's game by his performance. I thought he played fairly well overall. The numbers won't knock your socks off. 2 touchdown passes and an interception. The bottom line, though, they lost.
Yeah.
How does he eliminate that one interception, continue to take care of the ball, and maybe increase the number of times he puts the ball in the end zone with a receiver?
The run there on first down gets him a yard to the 26. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now it's Fields. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Now Fields. And oh, that nearly an opening drive INT, but it does fall incomplete. Not the way you wanted to start this ball game as it brings up 4th down. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Here comes Reed. Good coverage there. An even 50-yard punt leads to a return of 5. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. So here comes the Packers offense now onto the field. And they will be led out by their 6'3" quarterback.
And he's had a great season so far throwing the football. Very likely could go over 4,000 yards with a good performance here. And even in an age of passing first, that is no small accomplishment.
And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Here's a give to Jones running left. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for 2nd down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
A couple of first downs has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Watson. The numbers for him from a week ago. 4 catches, 59 yards.
And he's able to pull that last pass in, but this is usually a pretty tough unit to try and maneuver against. They're in the top 10 in the league against the pass, and you and I both know there's not much difference between 1 and 10.
And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. Now they try the right side here. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Back to throw here. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down. Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on 3rd. Man open, here is Jones. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
2nd and goal from the 6 this time. Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Packers have taken the early lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. So that one a long 11-play drive. And the last play in the drive was a touchdown run by Aaron Jones. This one fielded at the 5. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how the defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Back to throw. Fields. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. 7 yards, the pickup there. 3 yards remain for second down. They run it for the first time with Tony Pollard. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. A first down carry for Barkley. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Off play action. Fields. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Rashawn Gary has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Fields now to throw. That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. Oh, pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least it'll be 4th down. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And this late season game, of course, not lacking for drama when you talk about the AFC playoff picture.
Yeah, in a sense, it's the haves versus the have-nots, because this group on offense, they'd be a wild card if the postseason started today, but they know the guys on the other side of the ball are still in that dreaded in the hunt category, and they're hungry for a win today.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Here's a run on first down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Reed. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. On first down, it's Jones. Gets around him. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now whistles here, flag down. I think one of the Packer linemen was moving. And maybe they were coming with a blitz that time, and it caused a jump.
I think if we saw it, you know that they saw it. Might have been a little discussion down there. Bad guys coming. Pick them up. Pick them up. And someone jumped.
And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. They'll look to throw. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
And from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Onto the field now come the Bears. Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So he's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
They'll run on first down. Barkley. He'll rumble for about 6 up across the 20 to the 22. 4 yards remain for second down. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And this will be a Bears first down as he's got this up to the 28-yard line. They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Barkley, toss play left. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. It leaves them with 3rd and just a yard. Trying to run for it with Pollard. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. Yes, it's the first half, but we'll see if that stuff there on 3rd and 1 comes back to haunt him.
I hope you don't mind, but it's not going to stop me from putting a check mark next to this play. Let's look back as this game progresses and see if this is one of the key plays in the game, even though it occurred early.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. They'll set up a throw. And this one complete to Reed. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Tackle made by Rasheem Green. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy. Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And he's taken down inside the 30. On first down, Jones. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. They'll look to throw here. A check down here to Jones. So the completion gets him just a yard. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. 7th play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8. They'll drop to throw. That'll be caught right side by Reed. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. And his kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about one-score lead, two-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And we'll see what they want to do. Just 20 seconds remaining here before the half. And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's second down. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Fields. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Back to throw. Fields. He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. And this almost intercepted. Not sure he saw the free safety that time. But lucky, incomplete. That'll bring up 4th down. They snap it to Fields. Looking downfield for Jones. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he'll work this forward for about 3. It's
So let's get to it. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a defensive struggle. Which offense can break through in the second half? To find out, let's hand it over to our broadcast team of Brandon Gotten and Charles Davis.
all right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
And he'll work this forward for about 3. It's second down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. He'll drop to throw. He'll go over the middle to Reed, complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
When a good play is made on defense, oftentimes leverage is the key to everything. Defensive line not getting turned, all the other guys making sure they're in the right spot, and on that play, they were able to stop him short of a 1st down.
And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out, and now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for the second half.
Looking to throw. Fields. He dumps it off to Barkley. And they'll get him down here at the 23.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A big pick up there on the scramble.
That's something we have not seen him do to this point, and that's take the ball, tuck it, and run.
Exactly right. His first carry of the game. I guess he picked a good time to do it.
He certainly did. Not only did he have the element of surprise, he's making sure he's judicious in taking off.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Operating from the gun. Fields. Now this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards. Fair catch called for right around the 11-yard line. They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. And the Packer drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Here's 2nd and 8. He's going to float this one deep right side. And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Back to throw. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. Good contain, no gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down.
The whole idea of the screen pass is to fool the defense in a big way and create a big play.
They weren't fooled.
Not 1 second, not one bit. How about them figuring it out, diagnosing it, and spilling it for lost yardage?
A very good return that time. 18 yards. And it'll be a short field for the Bears as they take over 1st and 10. Another drive coming up for this Chicago offense. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
They'll roll him out right. And Fields going to have the 1st down before sliding to a halt to avoid the contact.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, 2nd half, no quit in him.
0.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Out of the gun, Fields. That's complete to Mooney. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. From the gun, Fields. And Fields going to have the 1st down before sliding to a halt to avoid the contact. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. It's Barkley on the counter. 9 yards on the carry there, and that will be the final play of quarter number 3. The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. They'll go to Barkley again. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 62 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. From the gun, here's Fields. He'll buy some time right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Oh, how about this call down near the goal line? And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Charlie Jones, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bears have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Now come the Packers for their next drive as we take a look at the playoff race in the NFC coming into the weekend. And for them right now, not a done deal. They are holding down one of the final 3 wild card spots with 2 weeks to go. But, there are others, Charles, kind of nipping at their heels a bit.
And, Brandon, it's always worth keeping in mind, and I have to keep writing it down for myself. Remember, it's 7 teams in each conference now making the playoffs. So that brings more important games to the end of the season. So, in theory, more teams alive for postseason berth later in the year.
And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Now a handoff. Running left is Jones. And some nifty running there. Ultimately, it doesn't get him a whole lot, but it does take him to the 45. The Packers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And he's got a 1st down as he's up to the 48.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And they're going to face a 3rd down. Caught by Luke Musgrave. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bears sack. Jervon Dexter with the sack. 2nd and 20. A play action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Only able to gain a couple there. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Now back to throw. Can't get away, and he's taken down. Carl Lawson in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. On now is the Packers punter. He's been terrific so far. 39 yards on the punt, give him just 1 yard on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And you sense the tide turning. They scored, then their defense forced the punt, and now a chance to ultimately take the lead here late. They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down. Here's Fields. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. separating from the gun. Fields. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's third down. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They face a critical third down now, needing a score here in the late going. And that is incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Here we go on fourth down. Fields. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Now a handoff as they run left side. Try to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And he'll give it here to his running back. And they're going to drop him well shy of the first as he can only make it to the 11. Now the Bears will use their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And his kick is right there. It's good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. See if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. And this shot downfield on second down is brought in. And he's going to be ripped down by the face mask at the end of this, and that's going to add 15 more onto the end of this thing. Tack on 15 more for the face mask, and that becomes a huge play.
Big pass gets caught on you. You're doing everything possible to get him on the ground, and sometimes you end up grabbing the face mask.
Looking sideline, incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Darnell Mooney, the target there. And now it's 2nd down. This one goes out wide for Barkley. Oh, no, he lost the football. Unfortunately, he's able to recover himself, but the clock's still rolling here.
All I can say about this play is that someone's living right. I mean, he's trying to gain yardage, trying to get upfield. Ball comes free. What's that panic that we've talked about oftentimes that you feel when you lose the ball?
You can sense it.
Oh, you can sense it, and somehow he got to it and was able to recover for his squad.
And this nearly intercepted. Probably should have been. Had he caught it, it would have sealed it. Instead, one more chance coming up on 4th down. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks it. And the Packers have just about sewn up this football game. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that, because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
The Packers looking to get out of here with a win as they take the knee. Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory, and it was their defense that really paved the way to this victory as they allowed the one touchdown, and that was all she wrote.
Almost want to do the defense chant right now, right? Defense with a couple of claps in there, but no one wants to hear that from me. Let's just talk about how they got it done, though. When you take care of every aspect of the game, shut down the run, control the airways, right? Make sure the quarterback is harassed. This type of performance you get. They can't fashion together any offense, no consistency.